Person don't join. Hello everyone. Welcome. I see people in the stream. Welcome. Say something when you come in and give me a thumbs up. Welcome everyone. Say something in the stream. Antoinette Ma, blessed to be one of the first to arrive. Hey, Miss William, I'm first, Miss William. Welcome. Good morning. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. You are blessed. Antoinette Ma, you are blessed. Miss William, you are blessed. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate the early bird that you all have been this morning. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much, and thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome. So how are you guys doing? Antoinette, sis, how are you doing? How you doing? How is it over there? Miss William, it's been a while, my dear. I miss you. How are you doing? Miss Antoinette Ma say Aboto. No. Mosheri. Ayo. Who are you, Antoinette? I know you. I know I've seen you on Whitey, but now you are going deeper. Tell me something. Say more. Yeah, I know. You just greeted me in Meta. So you are my in-law, right? About Mosheri. Oh my goodness, Antoinette. So tell me, you are from Meta? Wow. I am so blessed to have my husband in the building today. Thank you so much for coming. We have 4 amazing people in the building. We are waiting for more people to join us so that we can start our topic for today. Antoinette, tell me more about you. Let me put my glasses on so I can see this thing better. Miss William, where have you been, my dear? And how have you been with the gorgeous baby? Oh, yes. Thank you. You say I'm fine, and yourself? I'm okay by God's grace. As you can see, I've come live this morning to discuss a topic about one of my videos, being single and blessed. I came in with that topic this morning, being single and blessed. Let me see if I can share myself out. Let me see this. How can I find this here? Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me share this thing out. It's talking there. I'm just trying to share myself out. Miss William, I'm still listening though. Justice Family TV, thumbs up. Welcome, Justice Family TV. I am so happy to have you here in the building. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming. Justice Family TV, how are you doing today? Today, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing, Justice Family TV? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. We have 5 people in the building. Guys, let me share myself out and see if more people will come in so that we can start the topic going. We have 7 amazing people in the building. Let's see who else have come. Oh, Sister Diane, Ben Love, welcome so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Welcome, my sister. Hug, kisses. Welcome to everyone in the building. Antonema, I noticed you in the Nangtara receipt video. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? The way you greeted your in-laws, I was so happy. No way to return invoice. Since then, I have been dancing with you. I know, I've noticed you, Antoinette. Guess what? I need to hug my husband tight. You see, I told you in that video that I was trying to impress my in-laws, and I did. Yay! Thumbs up to me. Antoinette Ma, thank you so much. Oh my dear, thank you so much. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for letting me know. I've seen you. I've even checked your page. I have noticed you. Thank you so much for letting me know. Now that you greeted me in Meta, that makes sense. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear. I love you too. I love you. Diana Benlove says, hug, my dear. Welcome, Tay. My hug to you too. Today, I have a topic that I want us to discuss live. I'm just reacting to one of my videos that I had posted before, being single and blessed. I wanted us to talk about that topic. If you know other singles, you can share out this post to them. Share me out, guys. If you have your community tab, you can share me out to those who want to join us here. I would really appreciate that because this is a topic I want us to discuss. And so let's get moving with the topic. I had published a video. If you follow my channel, I had published a video about being single and blessed. And I brought out 5 points that I thought singles should know. If a single Christian should know, because I'm talking from the standpoint of Christians. I do not really know how non-Christians do it, but I know how Christians can do it. So I had noticed that sometimes people just have extended singlehood. I don't usually want to call it delay. They just have extended singlehood, and sometimes for other people it's difficult to handle than others. Some people feel it's too long, some people don't feel it, and so not everybody gets married at 16. Not everybody gets married at 18. Not everybody gets married at 20. Not everybody gets married at 21, at 22. Not everybody gets married at 25. Not everybody gets married at 30. So 21 for some people seems like an eternity to wait. 30 for some people seems like a lifetime to wait. Let me see what's going on. I'm fine, host. Thank you, Justice. I appreciate you for being here. My hug, Diana. Justice, Diana, return. Okay. Diana is not a content creator. Justice Family TV. Diana is not a content creator. Gaitan Chewa, keep up, Lame. Thank you so much, brother Gaitan. Welcome so much, my dear. I appreciate you being here. Join the family, and we are chatting today about being single and blessed, being single and content. Host, I will be back. Justice Family, okay, my dear, I'll be waiting for you. Okay, come right back. Justice TV say genuine, guys. Hi, Justice TV. You say you'll be back, so we are waiting for you. Come back and join the chat. Okay, We are waiting for you. So today we are talking, let's continue our topic. We are talking about being single and blessed. And we realize that people have different seasons, different amounts of duration for singlehood season. And for some, it's a challenge. For some, it's easy. We are trying. Hi, Bernie. I see you. Welcome. I am Bernie. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much. I came to your LS yesterday and it was silent. You didn't want to show your face. So welcome here today. Welcome, my dear. I'm happy to have you here today. And I know you're officially done with school, and that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. Justice TV. Gaita is not a content creator. So Gaita is not a content creator. A content creators that we have here, we have Miss Williet, you have I am Bernie, you have Antoinette Ma. Those are the content creators. So you might want to grab those. Okay. So yes, I don't talk too much. Bernie says that she doesn't talk too much. Okay, we'll see about that, Bernie. Is it because you didn't come here with a hammer? Okay, you only talk with your hammer. I can see that. So we are talking about the period of waiting for single people. Some people find it difficult. Some find it as a challenge. Not everybody get married at the same age. Some people get married at 16. Some at 20. They already think that they have waited for so long. Some people at 25 are already impatient. Being Christian and single, being Christian and blessed, what does it mean? Okay, I'm Bernie. We'll be waiting for you, okay? Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Do what you got to do. So being Christian and single, being Christian and blessed, how can we do that? In my video, I brought up a point that singleness is not loneliness, because being single doesn't mean that we are lonely. Loneliness is what is bad. Singleness is a season that has been given by God. It's a gift from God to be single, because you can never be married if you were not single. If you are not single, you cannot marry. So you have to be single before you marry. And this singleness is a gift from God. And good morning, everyone. Helison, Elifad, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Shout out to you. We are happy to have you here. Welcome. Thank you for coming, and good morning to you. Welcome. We are so happy to have you in the building. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and I will appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are talking this morning about being single and blessed, and we were talking about singleness being a gift from God. Singleness is a season given to us by God, and this is a season that we should be content of, we should be blessed to have, because singleness, sometimes you might not have it for a while. And if you have an extended singlehood, it just means that you have more blessing from God. I don't think it is a curse. Thank you, Ellis. Thank you, Ellison. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I'll check you after the stream, Ellison. I'll check you after the stream. Thank you so much. If you don't have me, grab me. I will appreciate that too. So singlehood can be extended, and if it is extended, we should not take it as a curse. If you have, as we are talking, if you have something in mind, if you have a point, feel free to bring it up in the comments so we can discuss it. That's why I brought this live, so we can have an open chat and let's see what everyone thinks about this single. If you have a question, you can ask it. And we still are talking about how singlehood is a gift from God, and we should receive it as a blessing and not a curse. We realize that some people are only single for 16 years of their life. Some people are only single for 20. Some people are single for 30. Some are single for 35. Some are single for 40. Some are single for 45. And all this is a gift from God. So singleness should be received from God as a gift, should be taken as a blessing, should be taken as a due season from the Lord. It should not be taken as a burden. It should not be carried as a curse. Singleness is a gift from God. That's the point that I first of all want to bring. It is a blessing. It's a gift from God Himself. Let me see. Yes, mommy, you are right. It's a season to better prepare for marriage. One thing is, at some point parents tend to put pressure. Oh yes, Antoinette, talk about the pressure put by parents, the pressure put by society, the parents put by peers, the pressure put by peers, the pressure put by friends, the pressure put by your community, and then they start treating you as if you did something wrong to be single. Nobody did anything wrong to be single. Singleness is a gift from God, and no one knows how long that season is going to take in their lives. It takes different seasons, just the same as evolution comes differently in different people's life. Blessings come differently in different people's life. So does singleness come differently in different people's life. God might choose some people to have a very brief singlehood, choose some people to have extended singlehood. Usually, when God chooses you to have extended singlehood, He has an extended mission to carry out with you when you are single. So, singleness is not a curse. Singleness is a gift from God. And if you have an extended singlehood, it just means that the Lord, if you are a Christian, has an extended mission to carry out with you, has an extended accomplishment to do with you during your singlehood. So rock it. So rock it, guys. Let the comments come so we can put this chat going. Okay. This is a live stream, and I brought it live so that we can all discuss this together. So I need those comments coming. Antoinette has talked about the pressure that parents put. And one thing is, the pressure that parents put on singles is the culture. It depends on the culture, the cultural background. And usually we should not take our cultural background to supersede Christianity. That is, the culture should not supersede Christianity. Okay? Culturally, like those who come from Africa, they think that at a certain age you ought to be married, which is good. Marriage is not a bad thing. But if at that age someone is not married, it's not time to put pressure or to force people into wrong marriages, or to pressure people into marriages that they don't want just because we think that it's time for them to marry. Why am I not seeing comments? Is it that I have an issue with my life or what? So pressuring people into marriage is not the right thing. So marriage comes. Some people get married without any struggle. Some people have to wait for extended time. It's all a gift from God. Marriage too is a gift from God. Marriage comes from God. Some people do not have to struggle to get married. So if you are not married, it is not a curse. So marriage is a gift from God, as well as singlehood is a gift from God. So no one should succumb to society pressure. And you see, sometimes when all that, like Antoinette said, all the pressure that comes force people into wrong marriages. And when they run into those wrong marriages, guess what? As soon as they run into the wrong marriage, they are doing what? Trying to run out of the wrong marriage. And marriage is till death do us part. So if you are trying to get an engagement for something that will have to keep you till death do you part, it's something to consider, to reconsider in a very, very intense dimension. Right, people? My brothers and my sisters in the building. Is that right? If we should do we think that marriage, being such an intense covenant, needs serious consideration before we take it? All this pressure from parents, pressure from society, pressure from peers, pressure from the community, pressure from friends, pressure from social media. Guess what? You know, when you go to social media and you see this couple posing, they are wearing the same attire and posing. In fact, we just get pressured. I also want to marry so I can pose. I also want to marry and wear uniform attire with my family and pose. That should not pressurize you. That is just that is just a thumbnail of marriage. Okay, there's a lot beyond that that needs to be taken into consideration before a couple or a family comes out to pose. There's a lot of back office work that is being done. So when you admire the picture, and at the picture, don't admire it in that kind of way to pressurize you. If you are a single, being single and blessed. Why am I not seeing comments coming? Is somebody, can you hear me, or am I talking by myself? I just make sure to get you a banana. Okay, Ellison, if you are still in the building, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Oh, Diana said, I'm all ears. I was engaged at 19. I got married at 21. I've been married for 15 years. So I'm all ears to learn how to encourage my single friends. Thank you so much, Sister Diana Benlove. I really, really appreciate you sharing your story with us here. We have a sister in the building who says she was engaged at 19. She was married at 21. And she's been married for 15 years, guys. Thank you so much for sharing us that story. Thank you so much. You see, had the right marriage and you are married. Tell us, Sister Diana Benlove, are you happily married, or you are just hanging in there, or you are just playing time? Tell us in the chat, are you happily married, or are you just playing? Do you enjoy? Maybe we'll ask you a next question. Are you happily married? Do you think you're happily? Do you feel happily married? Or tell singles, because singles want to know if you are happily married. Everybody, all of the time, couples come out with these pictures, smiling, showing, presenting this happy affect. We want to find out: are you happily married? Sister Diane Benlove, are you happily married? Bernie says, I can hear you. Thank you, Bernie. I appreciate you responding. I was wondering if I was talking alone, and we were saying that. Oh, Diane Benlove said, I am so happy. Thank God. Oh, thank you so much, my dear. Sister Diane says she's happily married, and she's been happily married for 15 years. What a blessing. God bless you, Sister Diane. You're happily married. You're going to be a model for us today. Tell us, how was your singlehood? Were you a blessed single, or you were a discontent single? Did you wait for too long? Did the 19 years seem like eternity of waiting? Were you a desperate single, or you were a blessed single? Let's know that, Sister Dan, because that will help us to know what kind of singlehood leads to what kind of marriage. So we also want to see if there is a correlation between the kind of singlehood you experience and the kind of marriage you experience. She was single for 19 years, and she's been married for 15. We want to compare: did your singlehood reflect into your marriage, or marriage came and solved your problem of singlehood? So we are discussing on the topic about being blessed, being single, and being blessed, not to succumb to the pressure of the society that puts this pressure and make people to rush into and rush out of marriages, or rush into and get stuck in marriages that were not supposed to be their marriage. They get stuck in these marriages and they're just running time, and if it becomes unbearable, they run out of it and they become single again. Single has to be once till death do you part, and once you get married, death do you part. So if you run out of your singlehood, that you didn't work it out well, and rush into a marriage, in that marriage you'll be stuck, and if you are not stuck, you run out, and that marriage did not serve you till death do you part. So you're not actually accomplishing the time of marriage. You just ran in out of singlehood unprepared, and ran out of singlehood unprepared. And if you are content in your singlehood, you will realize that you will actually prepare this singlehood enough. Your singlehood will be fully loaded for you to be ready for marriage. Your singlehood will prepare you well to be able to stand the storms of marriage. Your singlehood will prepare you well to be able to face the challenges of marriage. But if you are not focusing on your singlehood to make it a better singlehood, You rush into a marriage and you will not be able to stand the challenges of the marriage. Let me see what is going on in the comment. Antoinette says, it's better to be single and believing God than getting into a wrong marriage and wanting to divorce. God of perfection is preparing mine. Oh, are you saying God is preparing yours, Sister Antoinette? Are you saying God of perfection is preparing your spouse, your marriage? Are you still waiting? If you want to let us know, or if that's too personal, are you still waiting? I like the point that you brought out. You said it is better to be single and believing God. Thank you so much for that point. It is better to be single and believing God than to run into the wrong marriage and then starting to want divorce. It's better to wait for 100 years than to run into a marriage for 5 minutes and divorce. Okay? It's better to wait than to experience a wrong marriage for 5 minutes. It's like hell on earth. You don't want to experience a wrong marriage even for 5 minutes. You don't want that to happen to you. You better be single. I think that those who are married in the building can tell us that you better be in your single state than to experience a wrong marriage even for 5 minutes. Yeah. Those who have been divorced can tell you. You need to see those who have gone through divorce. They go like, I got out. I'm happy being, it means that it was bad there before they ran out, and you don't want to run into a wrong marriage and run right out back. So you better be single, and then God prepares you, prepare yourself with God for a better marriage. Barney is doing her hair and listening. Thank you, Barney. I appreciate you. Diana said, I was a blessed single. Thank you so much. You see, we can correlate how blessed her singlehood was into her marriage of 15 years. And I brought my sunshine in the marriage. Thank you so much for that, my sister. I really, really like that. She was a blessed single. She was a content single, which means that she was a full single. She was a complete single. She was a happy single. She was a content single. And she was shining sun in her singlehood. And she brought that sunshine into her marriage. That's good. I like that. Let me continue. My husband is enjoying the heat of my sun. Oh my God. Thank you so much, my sister. You see, singles, let's learn from this marriage. A marriage after a content singlehood, 15 years of being happily married, her husband is still feeling the heat of the sunshine. You see, so that heat can last for long. She has been heating up her home for 15 years. She has been heating that man up for 15 years, and the man is still experiencing the same heat. What a blessing! What a blessing. And this doesn't happen overnight. It starts from singlehood. When you are blessed being singles, you take it into your marriage, and your spouse will feel that heat for a lifetime. God made everything possible because I found my soulmate. And thank you so much for sharing that with us, Sister Diane. Sister Diane said God made it possible. When you are single and create you intentionally establish a daddy-daughter relationship with God, and you perceive your singlehood as being blessed, right? You perceive your singlehood as being blessed. God Himself will take control of things. At the same time, you will not see it as a burden, and then God will make your path for you. God will just make the path easy for you to find. If you feel every single is blessed. That's what I think. Every Christian single is blessed. Now it depends on how you perceive it, okay? If you perceive it like a burden, it's gonna weigh on you like a burden, and God might speak and you will not hear. If you perceive it as a blessing, it will flow. That blessing will flow and continue to flow. Even when you have a home, that blessing will flow right into your home, okay? So perceiving your singlehood as a blessing is very, very important, because marriage will come and meet that blessing and just merge into it. Let's see. I was okay. Diana Benlove said, I agree with you. The best time can come at any age. That is very true. That is very true. I know people who are happily married and they married at 50. I know people who are happily married and they married at 16. I know people who even married at 14. I know people who married at 35. I also know people who made wrong marriages at their teenage. I know people who made wrong marriages in their 20s. I also know people who made wrong marriages in their 30s as well as in their 40s. So there is no age to guarantee a happy marriage or a wrong marriage. Just make sure that you are perceiving your marriage as a blessing from God. You are perceiving your marriage as a gift from God, and you are living your singlehood moment or season with God, according to God, living it as a blessing, being thankful for being single, because there are things that you can do while you're single that once you get married, you lose those privileges. Okay. So when you're single, explore that time to the maximum, because there are things that you can do that, when you get married, you will not regret getting married because you actually did those things while you are single. But if you do not do those things, the moment you rush into marriage, that is when you will want to try to do those things. Okay, Bunny says, okay, let's get the comment. Bunny says, the hard thing is my cousin rushed her marriage last year and they are already divorced. Oh, so sad. And it's not even been a year. Disgrace for a family. Where you see, same with my auntie, and now I see the effect on the kids. Bunny, that's just heartbreaking. That is just heartbreaking. And think about it, Bunny. If you look critically, you will find out that your cousin, your auntie, they are not bad people. Okay? They are not bad people. Maybe even their other spouses might not even be bad people. Do you know that even these things even happen to ministers of God? I have seen ministers of God. I mean, let me say ministers of God in quotes even have this kind of storm go through their life, just because they don't take it as a blessing, and they don't maximize it in Christ as much as they can. They see singlehood as a curse, they carry it as a burden, and they do not make any due diligence before they run into marriages. If you are a happy single, you give value to yourself. Okay? When you give values to yourself, not any kind of person will price you. Let's take example. I had someone take an example of cars, right? Those who live abroad, when you go to purchase a car, you walk into this regular dealership, you test drive cars, right? That's where you can price. But when you go to a when you go to a Lamborghini shop, it's only upon invitation. You don't test drive cars there. So the value you give to yourself will attract, just the way you treat, you handle, and you carry your singleness will attract the right people towards you. They will just attract the right people towards you. But if you are a desperate single, every Tom and Jack will come your way. And since you are not living it as being blessed, you fall in that trap of rushing in and rushing out. Value yourself, esteem your singlehood as a gift from God, esteem your singlehood as being blessing from the Lord. Value your singlehood, attach some price tag to it. Give it, I'm not saying that you should be proud, but I mean, give it some value. It is Christ given, it is God given, it's a gift from God. So handle it with value, handle it with care. Don't handle it as if it's just something that you have to mess up and drop. No. Handle it with care. For it is when you handle it with care that it will attract the right people towards you. Most people don't realize when they have children and then split, there is trauma in that. Better to have a strong marriage before bringing any other life into the family. If you don't feel this isn't right. Do not bring anything else into the situation. Okay, Benny is saying is just bringing out the devastation of divorce or separation on the kids. The kids suffer it. They not only the kids suffer it, even those who are divorced. So you live with that scar in your lifetime. And if you are not somebody who easily forgive, each time when you think about that person, you reawaken all these evil emotions in you. Each time when you see the person, you get a strike in your mind, a strike of hatred that runs through you. Or if you don't have the if you don't have the capacity of forgiving, that scar will traumatize you each time you hear about that ex-spouse, each time you hear about that ex-wife, each time you hear about that ex-husband. You have that scar that is living with you, not only the children. And when their children are talking to you about their mom or their dad, how do you feel it in you? You don't have anything good to say about them. You see, that's a lot of trauma. That's why you treat your singlehood in a way that will even attract the right people to you. If you are in the right place, doing the right thing, it will attract the right people to you. Okay, when we even see most of the marriages in the Bible, we see the case of there's a story in the Bible. Abraham's descendant, they were going to look for a wife for her, for the son. When they got there, that girl was at the right place doing the right thing. She had her calabash, doing what she is supposed to be doing in her singlehood, carrying water to feed her cat, her fathers, to help her parents at home. That's what she was doing, and that's where marriage met her. If you are a single doing what you are supposed to do, marriage will meet you, find you there. Okay, and if you see, I think if you even continue to interview Sister Diana Benlove, who shared her marriage story here with us, she would probably tell us that her husband found her doing what she was doing in her singlehood. That's how your singlehood will locate your marriage. Yeah, okay, your singlehood, doing what you're supposed to be doing in your singlehood, will locate your marriage. Okay, you don't go somewhere to go look for marriage. You don't look for marriage in wrong locations. Looking for marriage in desperate locations will only land you into a wrong marriage. Just keep doing what you are supposed to be doing as a single, and marriage will locate you. Most people don't realize. Okay, I read that one already. Do Antoinette say, I am single. I'm loving the topic. Every educative for us single. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Welcome here, and I hope this and I hope this live stream and this chat goes a long way to help you being a blessed single, establishing a very strong relationship with God, not allowing yourself to be test driven. You are not a car. Even if you are one, you are not a cheap car. Okay, you are beautifully made. God created you. You are beautifully. So establish a good relationship with God. Make sure that you are tied with God like this. And do not, the Bible tells us that trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways, He will direct your path. So, which means that sometimes singles think that is when I'll date this guy, date that guy, they might marry me, and then you easily succumb to people because you don't want to lose marriage. That is human understanding. It's not the understanding of God. When you do that, by the time you go through 5 men, they have already taste driven you and you feel like trash. Tell me about it. You feel like trash. So it's good to establish that father-daughter relationship with God while you are single, and trust in Him with all your heart and in all your ways. Even in your singlehood, acknowledge Him and He will direct your singlehood. But by the time you bring in your own understanding, you say, I have to date that one, date that one. Maybe if I don't go in with this one, I don't succumb to what he wants, he will not marry me. That is your own understanding. God is already out of the story. But if you leave God in the story, you trust God with all your heart and acknowledge Him in all your ways, in your singlehood. Since we are here talking about singlehood, acknowledge him in your singlehood. He will direct your path. Hey, I see someone, Quinty Stevie. Welcome, my dear. Welcome to you. Welcome. Yay. Welcome. I'm happy to have you in the building. Welcome, my dear. I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Quinty. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Join the conversation. Today we are talking about, we are continuing on being single and blessed. Quinty, we are continuing on being single and blessed. And Quinty, guys, let me tell you something. Quinty had a collaboration video with a lady called Afro Boss Lady, and I actually really enjoyed that because she was bringing out the point of, can a successful woman submit to her husband? We will get to that, people. We are still on singlehood. We'll get to that. Can a successful woman submit to her husband? Can a career woman submit to her husband? Can a professional, I don't know. Can a woman who is who is socially elevated than the husband, submit to the husband? She brought up that, and I enjoyed their conversation, and that is where I noticed her and I saw some value in her. So Quinty here, welcome to the discussion. Join us there, and don't forget to leave your comment. We want to see those comments coming. Sister Diana Benlove says the pressure of the society and family is so strong that singles really need to trust God to have the strength to live their singleness happily and peacefully. Well, increase that volume, Sister Diane. Increase that volume. Increase that volume. I know that singles here in the building, and I like how Antoinette is saying how she is trusting God with her singlehood, and we are just trying to remove the stigma of singleness being a curse or a burden. You carry your singleness on your head like a burden. Singleness is a gift from God. Being single and blessed is what we are encouraging. Rock that singlehood as if is your last time rocking it. Rock that. There are a lot of things to do while you are single. Perceive it as a blessing. It's a time for father-daughter relationship. Sometimes we limit the capacity of our singlehood because we are not perceiving it as blessing. God has a lot to do with us while we are single if we open up that capacity. But if we do not open up that capacity, you will realize that the singlehood is too long and boring. And trust me, if your singlehood is too long and boring, your marriage will be long and boring. Hey, tell me about it. If your singlehood is too long and boring, your marriage will be long and boring. If your singlehood is saturated, marriage will take you unaware. Marriage will come like, what? Already? I wasn't expecting marriage now, and it's right there. Oh my goodness, that is how it is. Most people who are blessed marriages will tell you that I was still like rocking my singlehood. And the moment you are fully in the vibe of your singlehood, living the maximum singlehood enjoyment, that's when God will take you unaware and you don't even know about it. Antoinette say, God bless you, mommy. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, Antoinette. I appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. Diana said, prayer remains the key. Yeah. You cannot talk of having a personal relationship with God without telling him all this in prayer. We just saw this verse. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. Go on your knees and say, Lord, here is my singlehood. I commit it into your hands. Take control of my singlehood. Take leadership of my singlehood. Lead this singlehood to where you want me to live the maximum, to explore the maximum potential that you have prepared for my singlehood. Commit it to the Lord and commit your future relationship to the Lord too. Queen T says, thanks, so darling. Yes, love the singlehood, embrace your singlehood, and work on yourself, understand yourself, develop yourself while trusting God to bring the right man for you at the right time. Thank you, Queen T's TV. Let me welcome Sizzles Diaries to the chat. Sizzles Diaries, shout out to you. Welcome, my dear. I'm so happy to have you in the stream. Welcome to you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you coming here. Hey, guess who is in the building? Who is in the building? Oh my goodness. Sister Dari, you're welcome. Sister Lina Bunain Kombe. Oh God. You cannot imagine how I feel this morning having you in the building. This is a sister. This is my sister. And we rock our singlehood together. Sister Lina, we rocked our singlehood together, right? And we had some principles and values that we attached to it. And today, God did not disappoint us. My sister, is that a lie? Sister Bunain Kombe, say something here. Okay, I didn't know you were coming here today, but I'm so happy to see you here. Tell the stream how we rocked our singlehood, the values we attached to ourselves, and how it is paying off today, many years after. Thank you so much. Caesar say, hello everyone, my sister, I'm here to back you up. I'm nursing a sick baby. Oh, sorry, Sister Darius. I'm sorry for the baby. Sorry for the baby. I hope the baby gets well soon. Best wishes, my dear. So that's okay. You can listen us from the background. I appreciate you even checking in with the sick baby. Our love to the baby and get well wishes to the baby too. Okay. Thank you so much, my dear sister. Queen T says, Sizzle, sorry, wishing the baby a quick recovery in Jesus' name. Okay, thank you so much for that wish, Sister Queen T. The gospel as it is. Mama, I'm here. Thank you for being here. Excuse me, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. Someone is knocking at my door. Guys, I'm back. The kids were knocking at the door and I went to stop them. Hello, Brother Dominique. Welcome. Gospel as it is. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Guys, check the gospel as it is. He has some power gospel going on in his channel. He has fire evangelism going on in his channel. So you want to check him out, guys. Grab him and check him out for those. Thank you so much. Welcome, Gospel as it is. I appreciate you coming in the building today. We are talking about being single and blessed, being single and happy, being single and content, being single and living it to the maximum. Queen T's TV brought out a point over there that when you are single, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on yourself, develop yourself, educate yourself, learn stuff, do things to maximize your potentials instead of just sitting there and feeling miserable that you are not married and admiring those who are married and are forgetting to know that those who are married want to come back to singlehood and be like you. So don't fit into that vicious cycle of people rushing in and rushing out. I mean, distinguish yourself. Be that single who is single and content, so that when you marry, you be married and content. While you are single and discontent, there are people who are married and discontent, and they are envying you, and you are envying them. If you are single and content, when you marry, you will not envy any single. You'll be content when you are married. If you are single and discontent, you are missing out on a lot of things that you will realize them when you get married. And when you realize those things when you get married, your head will be turned out of the marriage. You don't want that to happen to you, right? So let's see what they're saying in the comments. Let me see what they're saying in the comments. Let me go back up. Gospel says he's eating his pap. Bon appetit. Enjoy your pap. Be sure to thumbs up the host. Thank you so much, Scissors. Thank you so much. Thumbs up the host, please. Don't forget to give me thumbs up. When I say greetings, guy, I'm telling you, my sister here is a principled and God-fearing sweet girl. I learned so much from her, and it has paid us off really well. I must say, congratulations, Sister Cons. Oh, that's my sweet sister. That's my sister, guys. We grew up together. We grew up together. We were single together. We were principled. We had intense principles that bind us. We were so disciplined girls, and we kept reminding each time we see each other. We reminded each other of our principles. And today, I can tell you guys, Kombe Mbuna is happily married, and I am happily married too. And we thank God for that. That's why we are encouraging singles to rock their singlehood, attach some value to their singlehood. Caesar say, I actually thought it was our Sunday service on a Saturday. I am enjoying the discussion, family. Bless you all in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much, Jesus. Yeah, tomorrow we are going to have our Sunday worship at 9 o'clock. Today is just a Saturday. I thought I should start a Saturday. Jesus, darling, thank you for bringing that up. I just thought I should start a Saturday discussion where we can bring up topics and chit chat for a little bit. And then before on Sunday, we do the worship service. What do you think about that, guys? Do you think that doing this Saturday morning discussion for like 1 or 2 hours before we do our Sunday worship would be a good idea? What do you think? Let me know in the comments so we can keep it up. We can work on that. So I just thought that maybe bringing the discussion out to the public. When you just publish videos, you don't have access to people talking back and forth to you. And so, yeah. So let's get back to our topic. Okay, let's continue with our topic. I want to focus on the fact that you have to work on yourself, develop yourself, especially to single females. Single females are the ones that are victimized the most. Single females are the ones that are usually victimized the most because they always think that the men will come and marry them and then they'll go live their happily ever after. That is an illusion, okay? It doesn't work that way. The Bible says that the woman is the help of the man, okay? I've not yet found a verse that says that the woman is the liability to the man. The woman is the help. Think about it. If you come to my farm to help me, what will you bring? A hoe or a machete. You have to bring a tool to help me. You don't come to my farm to help me with your hands crossed that you came to help, and then you come, I'm the one helping you. Singles should know that, especially single ladies should know that when you are aspiring for a marriage, you are looking for someone to help. What are you going to help that man with? With your liability? What are you going to help that person with? You need to go with something. It can be your calabash, like the one, is it Rachel or Rebecca had? The gospel, is it Rachel or Rebecca that had the calabash at the well? You have your calabash ready to carry water and give to the and give to the animals. You should have your hoe ready to work in the farm. You should have your machete ready to cut in the farm. You should be well equipped. Welcome, Glory family, love. My dear sis, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. I'm so happy to see you in the building. Thank you so much. Host, you are so hilarious. So I am here to listen to your amazing voice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear sister. I enjoyed your neighborhood yesterday. I really enjoyed your name. It was so beautiful out there. I was just like, I wish I was the one and you were the one watching me. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you coming here. Yes, Sister Diana Belov says, Rebecca, you see a woman who knows about calabash in their hands. Develop yourself, get yourself some skills, work on yourself. What are you going to help that man with? Okay, you need to, that's even when you identify who you are. That's even when you know who you are. That if you are a calabash carrier, you know that if I see a man that has a herd of sheep, oh, I'll just feed them with my calabash. You cannot have a calabash and want to help somebody who doesn't need a calabash. That's how you know when someone comes, like, I really want to marry you, and you are good at calabash. You're like, okay, I give you water. The man is like, no, I don't need water. What's that water for? You know that, no, this is not the right spouse for me. You know what I mean? That's how you know when you are single and you are doing what you are supposed to be doing. You identify who you are. You even know who you are. You can even position yourself. You know yourself. You even become complete in you. Know that, oh, I'm very good at carrying water from the well. I'm good. So if I find a husband that has a herd, I'll just feed the sheep. It will just click in. You just, she had the color. She already gave water. She just clicked in. That's how you know. Sometimes, if you are a single and you are the kind of single that loves evangelism, and maybe a brother shows up that is you just click and say, oh, this evangelism at the moment, I just, there's just that part of me that just connects. But if your husband is a brother shows up that is an evangelist, is so passionate about his evangelism, and you, that evangelism thing made the work of your head. You just want to marry for marriage. Girl, in that home is not going to work. Or you are about this man that just loves to singing ministration. He just loves to sing, just love to sing. And you, that singing is too loud. You don't like to be around people who sing. You are going there to do what? It doesn't click. You always find something that will click with you and your spouse, that he has located you in what you are doing. That thing will click between the two of you, that when you are together with him, it clicks. Sometimes people, you are single, you are even with somebody, nothing is clicking. Where are you going to? Nothing. Do you guys have nothing in common? Nothing is clicking, and you're just forcing it because you are desperate. Nope, that's not how it works. People, say something in the comment if you think otherwise, or if you have something to say. I wish COVID-19 came during my singlehood because I will learn more distance. Oh my God. Yes, I say I wish COVID-19 came during my singlehood because I would learn more distancing, but in the moral sense. You know, moral distancing was a singlehood tactics. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You see that, guys? You see that moral distancing? Thank you for that word. Moral distancing. You have to draw a barrier. 6 foot moral distancing, not social distancing. Make 6 foot moral distancing. You should not be a cheap single. Everybody come and wipe hand on you. Wipe hand on you. You are not a kitchen rack. Give yourself some value. Give yourself some value. Do some moral distancing. And that's how you gain your respect. And that's how you attract the right people to you. You wonder, people, many people, so many people wonder why they run into wrong marriages. It's because you were so cheap. When you have moral distancing, not every people come around you. Not any type of person come around you. Like that one. This girl, that one. Hey, yeah, that's how they go. Yeah, give yourself some standards. Not everybody will hang around you, let alone wipe hands on you. No way. I have my sister here that we grew up together. When I got married, because I got married before her, she's like, Sister Con, I can't believe you got married. You got married? Because the standards were so firm that my sister didn't even believe that I can even marry a man. Just put standard. Now, not every, even the people we grew up with, even the boys we grew up with, were surprised that I got married, because they just thought that I was just doing that because I don't want a man. They were just standards that I set to get the right people, the right person who was courageous and saw the standard and clicked in, came for it. Because if you make yourself so cheap because you are desperate for marriage, everybody will come and wipe hands on you. Everybody come and wipe their hands on you. Nope. So Diana Ben Love. Okay, let me see. Glory Family Love, my Nigeria Cameroonian sister. I just watched some of your videos. Thank you so much, sister. Glory Family Love. Yeah, we are family. Nigeria, Cameroon, we are family. We are citizens of the world, okay? We are one, we are family. Thank you so much, my dear sister, for checking on my video. I really, really appreciate that. Amber X has arrived. Ha! Amber X has arrived. Fire, welcome, dear. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. Glory family, desperation brings a lot of bad and fake people. Desperation brings a lot of fake and bad people. That desperation doesn't take people to anywhere. Even if you are 40, count yourself blessed. I think that if you are 40 and you are not married, count yourself blessed that you are that you are a happy single and not stuck in a bad relationship. You don't even know that you might be 40 and single because God has saved you from a toxic relationship. God doesn't even want to let you go through that trauma and wanted you even to stand as an inspiration for other singles. That is not all about marriage. Even the Bible recommends that it's good to be single. Doesn't the Bible say that it's good to be single? And some people who are in marriages think it's bad to be married. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's good to be single rather than thinking it's bad to be married. Which one is better? It's good to be single or going in somewhere and thinking it's bad to be married? It's good to be single. It's a gift from God. It's a gift from God, and it's a blessing from the Lord. Yes, lady, yes, ma, well done. Thank you so much, Quintis. Be a better, sorry, let me wear my glasses. Be a better you with Cynthia Eke. Hello, host. Thank you so much. Welcome, Cynthia. Shout out to you. Welcome to our live stream. Joe Felix. Welcome, Joe Felix. Welcome, Joe Felix. Welcome, Cynthia. I appreciate you guys joining our live stream this morning. Joe Felix says, hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming. Guys, we are talking this morning about being single and blessed, being single and happy, being single and content, being single and loving God, being single and building yourself, being single and not being desperate, being single and complete. Okay? That's what we are talking about today. Joe Felix say, hello, Glory family, love. Let me have a drink. I'm drinking some cranberry flavored water. Cranberry flavored water. I don't know what is sweet in that water, guys. I don't know. But I love water. I like the lemonade one. If we compare, Quinty said, if we compare a lot and allow peer pressure to get hold of us, if we start comparing, that girl got married, I am not married. That guy got married, I am not married. That one got married, I am not married. That's when you land yourself in trouble. Everybody, among your peers, not everybody does your profession. Not everybody comes from your tribe. Not everybody have the same kind of parents like you. Not everybody even still have we have life variation according to God's design. God permits that some people are married, some are not married, some people are elevated, some are not elevated, some people are tall, some are short. Not all the fingers are the same size or height. You know what I mean? So stop comparing. Your own will come in your due time. And what is your size will fit you. What is your size will fit you. Work on yourself, complete yourself so that you can go be a help to a man. And if you are single and you are running to get into a married because you think that you have found a big bourgeois guy or a rich guy who will take care of you, you lost it. Or what if you go into that man and the man doesn't have money anymore? You start running out back. But if you go there to go and bring the man happiness, being single and thinking that somebody will make you happy is a very false conception. Be single and think that you go and make somebody happy. That's how it is. You are going there on a mission. Know that when you are going to marry, you are going there on a mission. If you are a woman, you are going on a mission of submission. And you are a man, you are going on a mission of love. Don't go to marriage expecting that I'm going to go and benefit. No, it's an assignment. Marriage is a divine assignment. Single women, if you don't know this, it's a divine assignment for submission. That's what you are going to do there. Carry your big diplomas, carry your PhDs to go and submit. If you have your PhDs, okay, if you are work on yourself and you don't want to submit, marriage is not for you. Okay? Don't get it wrong. Don't just go there thinking that the man will submit because he has seen PhD. That's you're reversing the concept of marriage. If you are single and you aspire to marry, know that you are going to submit. And some women, because they don't want to submit with big PhD, they decide not to get anything so that they just go and benefit. Wrong concept. Build yourself to the maximum capacity. Be a complete you and go into that marriage with that complete self. Marriage has always been 1 + 1 is 1. Don't make yourself half, because half plus 1, you cannot give 1. It has to be 1, 1, 1, not half. No. When you come into marriage with half potential, or you keep some potentials apart, that I'll only give this so that the man will not take advantage of me. Wrong marriage. Quinty says she doesn't like flavored water. Yeah. So many people don't like it. I like the lemonade one. The one with lemon. I just love that one. The one that is lemonade. With lemon. I love that one so much. I keep asking, what is sweet in this water? They say it's water. What is sweet in the water? Glory family is greeting Joe Felix, and as we are talking about Joe Felix, you came in, we're talking about being single and blessed, and we're also talking about how to build yourself, how to develop yourself, how to learn some skills, how to work on yourself, how to acquire your full potential so that you can be complete one. Because maybe you are still single because you are not yet a complete one. Because marriage is a 1 + a 1. Be yourself to become a complete one so that you are available for marriage. If you are a fraction of yourself, you are not ready for marriage, because you are going to that marriage to cause the equation not to balance. Yes. For those who did a little bit of maths, if you are a fraction of yourself, you say, no, if I go to school too much, brothers will be scared to marry me. Or if I have too much money, brothers will be scared to marry me. You want to go to marriage with a fraction of yourself. You marry an underrated marriage. I shared a video you posted on being single. Many of my contacts asked me if you were married. I was glad to tell them that you are married and you are mother of 5. Okay. How come you look like happy single after so many years of marriage? Girl, I used to be a happy single. I had seasons of singlehood. The one I had with my sister that was in the building here is when we were growing up. And then we came into that age when social pressure stepped in. I had another tactic, another strategy. I was a happy single, okay? I wasn't even ready for marriage when marriage took me unaware. You know that? I wasn't ready for marriage when marriage took me unaware, because I was maximizing my life to the full capacity. I had another sister, and this is one thing. I think the best way to do this singlehood thing, have a single partner that you guys have. I've never done it alone. I have always been with someone. I had a single partner that we were single together. We esteem our single. We were calling ourselves célibataire joyeuse, which means happy singles. That's the name we gave to ourselves. We were calling ourselves happy singles, célibataire joyeuse. That's the name we gave to ourselves. We were single. And we had plans. My dad, sister, and myself, we had plans. We said we hope when we buy our car to rock our singlehood, We didn't even have money to buy car at that time, but we're planning that we want to work hard to buy a car and rock our singlehood. That this singlehood that we have is a gift from God, and we want to rock it to the maximum capacity. And we have to ride a car in this singlehood. That's why me and my another single partner, she's not in the stream today. That's why that's how we said we were going to rock our singlehood. Hey guys, people are in the building. Woo! Ooh, Sister PCU is in the building. Welcome, welcome. Sister Amy Tonya is in the building. Well, this live stream could not have closed if these people did not come in. Thank you so much for coming to this live stream. Sister Amy Tonya, you're welcome. Sister Peace, you're welcome. I'm so glad to have you people. This morning I came live so we could discuss on one of my videos that I published, being single and being happy, being a happy single, being a blessed single, being a content single, being a complete single, being a developed single, being a full single, being a single and not being desperate. That's what we're talking about. And people have been, if you see the comments, people have been dropping comments and we have been talking on points. We have Quinty's TV in the building. She has given a lot of points, even she has a content about can a career woman or a professional or a successful woman submit to her husband. She had a content on that and I really liked her content. And here too, she is dropping some points too, and we are discussing on them. And we will come to that submission part, but right now we are still on singlehood, how to be single and happy. And Sister Diane was just dropped a comment that she shared my video that I posted on being single and blessed, and people were asking, her contacts were asking her if I were married. That if I were married, and she told them that I am married and being a mother of 5. Yeah, and I was just telling her that, well, yeah, I'm happy. I was a happy single. I was never a disgruntled single. And my sister just came in here. We grew up together. We had very highly principled singlehood. We had value, and she said it. If you check the comment, she's my sister, like from the family. She's in Cameroon. We had values, and then that stage passed. I stepped into a stage where the society puts this pressure on being single, being married, and then I found another sister, and we're rocking the singlehood together. We were calling ourselves célibataires joyeux, and we were planning to buy a car. We did not even have money. We never even had money, but we wanted to rock our singlehood in a car, and we're telling ourselves we maximize that singlehood to the maximum potential. Even if it needs us to ride a car, we will not restrain, because a lot of single, especially the single ladies, some don't want to develop themselves. They say, if I study, a man will be scared to marry me. If I'm too blessed, some brothers will not want to come down for me. No, you are limiting your potentials. A brother who is scared to marry a sister who has fully developed capacity is not a right fit for that woman, okay? So if you develop yourself, people at that value will come. Any man who is scared of your potential is not the right fit to you. You have to be one, and someone else has to be your kind of one, and 1 + 1 will be 1, okay? So you cannot be a fraction of yourself. You go 1 + 3/4, you will spoil the equation. The equation is 1 + 1 is 1. So maximize yourself, complete yourself. You feel your potentials in you. You know what you want to do. You want to learn a trade. You want to start a business. You want to start a career. You want to start a profession. You want to acquire some diplomas. It is good. If you are feeling that way, just know that those are the right tools for you. Sister Amy, why are you laughing? What did I say that is funny? you want to develop your capacity of fullness so that you can be a complete one, right? Then all those things are tools that you are going to help your marriage with. And keep in mind, you're going to into marriage for a mission of submission. You're going into marriage to help. It is clearly stated. It is written. I'm not the one making this up. You're going to marriage. The wife is the helper, a help. God created you, designed you to be a help to the man. So you're going to that marriage to help. And if you're going to help, get your tools ready, okay? As well as your tool can be a calabash, your tool can be your diploma, your tool can be your career, your tool can be your mindset, your tool can be you. Whatever God has designed you to be is fit to help the man. And the man that finds the right wife can complete it for me in the comments if you want. So go in prepare yourself for a marriage, knowing that you are going there to help, and develop yourself to full capacity. Set yourself some values, put yourself a price tag to attract the right people to your life. You don't give yourself some low value and everybody comes around wiping their hands on you. Then we also, Sister Diane also talked about prayers, and you cannot, we brought the verse, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understandings, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. And we were also emphasizing on in your singlehood, acknowledge God, he will direct your path. Don't bring your own understanding into the single one and say, I have to date this guy, I have to commit sin here or commit sin there because I might miss him. That's not God's plan. That is your understanding, and it will take you nowhere. If you trust God, establish a relationship with God, and make this a father-child relationship time during the singlehood, he will direct your path. Acknowledge him in everything. Say it to God in prayers. He will direct your path, He will direct your path. So let's read what is in the comment. Sometimes I think the society puts a lot of pressure on women to get married, especially in the African context. And this puts undue stress on single ladies. Thank you so much, Sister P, to that point. That is why we are demystifying singlehood. We saw at the beginning that singlehood is a gift from God. Singlehood is not a curse. Singlehood is a blessing from God, as well as marriage is a gift from God. It's a blessing from God. Singlehood too is a gift from God and is a blessing from God. And we see that if you perceive your singlehood as being blessed, you will not rush into the wrong relationship. So many people forget to perceive their singlehood as a blessing. They rush into a relationship. As soon as they rush into that relationship, that is when they go there and realize that I have my mother. My mother comes first. My father comes first. That's what you were supposed to be doing when you were single. Your mother was first. Your father was first. God was first, okay? Not when you go into marriage. Even your parents know that they have given that man shall leave his mother, leave father, attached to wife. Even the wife's parents even charge ridiculous amount of bride price, drinks, yams, goats, pigs, animals. They come and pay you off, and then they know that you have gone. And then because you do not have a complete singlehood, you go there and say, my mother come first, my father come first, my family come first. No man can mess with my life. Girl, you are still supposed to be working on your single and not being married. So exactly, Quincy TV said exactly. So as one community, we have to change certain things. Yes, of course, we have to change those stigmas. We have to change the way people are perceiving all these things. We have to change the way singles. We have to let the singles need to break out of this bond, be able to overcome all this societal be able to overcome all this societal pressure, family pressure. The same parents that are pressuring you to go get married. When you go get married, you start telling your husband that, or your wife, my parents come first. Guess what? They were the ones who pressure you to get married. People think being single is a curse. It is not. Where singlehood is a blessing. Thank you, Glory Family Lord. Singlehood is a blessing. Singlehood is not a curse, it's a gift from God. There are a lot of things to do in singlehood that, trust me, there are things that when you're married, you cannot do. When you are single, you run your life. You are a single one by yourself. When you're married, you already cling to another one. So you're carrying your load and another person. You are carrying yourself and you are another person. You have submitted. You have deliberately surrendered your life for another person to have an opinion to it. While you're single, you don't have all those obligations on you. You don't have all those covenants binding you. Okay? When you're single, you don't have all those. That's an advantage. You don't have all those covenants binding you. It's time to go. Clip alley, you go. When you're married, you have to negotiate with your husband. You have to negotiate where you leave your kids. You have to negotiate. You have to change diapers here, diaper. But when you're free, when you're single, you don't have all that. So it's time to explore that time before marriage ever comes. You don't know. God might want to bless you with marriage at the same time with triplets, quadruplets. You don't know what awaits you at marriage. So maximize your singlehood. Go to retreats, go for vacations, go to Hawaii, go to France. People, if I were not married, I'll be flying around the world now, seeing places, huh? But because I'm married, my feet are tight. But I'm okay. You know what I mean? I just mean like if I were single, I would do that. I'm not regretting that I'm married because marriage is a blessing. It has its own part. I just mean that if I were not having this other package of blessing, I would have been doing this other package of blessing. The package is right, and all of those packages come with their price tags. So I don't mean that I'm regretting being married. I just mean that if I didn't have the package of marriage, I would have been exploring this other package of singlehood. Okay? Like the day I'm off, I'm just off going, right? Hi, host Judy Fortune. Hello, Judy Fortune. Welcome, my dear. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming here. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming, Judy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Feel free, Judy, in the chat. Today we are talking about being single and blessed. We are talking about being single and content. We are talking about being single and complete. We are talking about being single and not desperate. And we have been talking how you have to, when you are single, you need to perceive your singlehood as a blessing. You need to perceive your singlehood as a gift. You need to perceive your singlehood as something from God. And you need to establish a personal relationship with God. And we have the Bible verse, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. That is the verse we are talking about today. And in your singlehood, commit it to the Lord and do not lean on your own understanding for going left and going right, thinking if I don't do this, I will not get married. No, commit it to the Lord. Trust God and he will direct your path. Welcome, Fortune, and join the chat. Because some women were really not prepared before entering, and when they are in, they bring their parents first. Thank you, Emitonia, for that. When you are not prepared before you go into marriage, the moment you reach marriage, we don't even mean that your parents are not. Where did parent positioning come? When did parents positioning come into marriage? People just rush into marriage and create a fake battle. I call that it's a fake created, it's a man-made battle that has been created to ruin marriages. When you go, why do you even put yourself in a circumstance where you have to say who comes first? You have to, and then you have to go and tell your husband that your mother comes first, your father comes first, your sisters comes first. My sister, my blood sister is here in the family. We know that we don't come first, so she's her husband comes first, and my husband comes first. We know that we have our brothers. We know that their wife comes first. Our parents know that our spouses come first. So why do we have to come in a marriage? Even that idea of saying first, 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 all that positioning is not called for, is not guaranteed for. Hey, Abby the sugar. Welcome to the building. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat, Abby the Sugar. Welcome, my dear. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. Join the chat. We are talking about being single and being blessed. And Emitonia just raised a point that some women are not prepared for marriage, and when they rush into marriage, they start saying that their parents come first. That positioning thing is not even called for. Because if you are happily married, you and your spouse, your parents will be each other's priority will be each other's priority. When both of you are each other's priority, your priorities are all your priorities. Everything that is a priority will be a priority for both of you. Okay? The parents that you are fighting for alone, it is going to be your both priority. It will be our mother, our father. What are we going to do for mama? What are we going to do for papa? Right? That fighting will not even be called for. We are in the marriage, like my mother, my brother, my father, my dad, my dad. That is really, really uncalled for. If you all are one, that mother is supposed to be you all's mother. That father is supposed to be you all's father. And I do not mean that when you marry, your parents have no place in your life anymore. Your parents have a place, and your parents have to know that now they had one child, now they are having two children in one. Yeah, so that if they have to address you, it's you and your spouse that they are addressing. And if you have to come visit them, you have to come visit them with your spouse. Okay, it's not like your parents don't have a place in your life. You should not be fidgeting with your father or your mother and your spouse is left out of it when you are married. No, your spouse cannot be left out when you are fidgeting at the back with your father or your mother. Many people are not prepared spiritually and mentally. That's true. Thank you, Joe Felix. Many people are not prepared spiritually and mentally. Marriage, we already said that marriage is a serious covenant that you do not want to take it if you are not prepared enough, okay? If you are not spiritually, mentally, psychologically prepared, please do not take that covenant, because the moment you are done taking the covenant, you'll be rushing out of it, and that is not good to break covenants. You don't want to be a covenant breaker, right? You don't want to rush in and then you are rushing out. You have to be spiritually prepared. It comes back to our verse of the day. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Okay? If you acknowledge God, you trust in him. In all your ways, your singlehood, acknowledge him. You want to go to marriage, acknowledge him, put him, let him be part of it. You will not only see a man who has driven a Lamborghini across and you are dying to go there. You overcome that carnality, and you start seeing things with spiritual eyes. God will open your eye. If you're working on yourself to be a complete person, it means you are going to be you take care of yourself physically, you have mental completion, spiritual completion, and then you see things in all aspects. You see a physical man who is handsome, you see his mentality, you also see his spirituality. But if you don't work on yourself to be complete, you only see a handsome man who has a nice beard. That's all you will see. Or you only see a handsome guy who is cool and is riding in a Lamborghini. That's all you will see. And the moment you rush in there, maybe he's a celebrity. Very soon you'll be in the headlines. Reasons why celebrity is breaking off. Because you only work the physical eyes, you didn't work the mentality, you didn't work the psychology, you didn't work the spirituality. That's why it is important to have a personal relationship with God so that you can complete yourself. 1 + 1 is 1. 1 + 1 has to be 1. So work on yourself spiritually. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Leaning not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Hey, Sister Michela is in the building. Welcome, Sister Michela in the building. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. You are so welcome. We have amazing people in the building, guys. Welcome, Sister Michela. Thank you so much for coming, for joining the stream. Today we are talking about being single and being single and being blessed, being single and blessed, being single and content, being single and complete, being single and happy, being single and not desperate. It's from one of my content I had received, released before. It's from one of my content that I have released before, and today I just thought I should come live so that we can chat about it. A lot of amazing people have come into the building and have talked about it. Hey, Sister Abby the Sugar, you are still here sugaring. Thank you so much, my dear. All my people in the house, hello to you. Sister Abby the Sugar is greeting everybody in the building. She is a sugar lady. You want to check her channel. She has a lot of sugar things going on there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate everyone here. So we are talking about being single, and someone made a comment up. Emitonia made a comment that a lot of people rushed into marriage unprepared, and when they are in, they bring their parents first. So that's what we're talking about, bringing your parents first in the marriage. Well, that's what you were supposed to be doing when you were single. You go into the marriage, you start fidgeting with your mother, my father, and then your husband is there or your wife is there just watching you fidgeting with your mother and your father. That is ridiculous. When you're married, it's 1 + 1 = 1, and both of you become one, and all those parents become your parents. It's going to be what are we doing about mama? What are we doing about papa? It is not about my mother. Oh, I don't even think spouses should address their parents as my mother, my father. It's less we call them mama, we call them papa, or you can call them, what are we doing about Mama Mary? What are we doing about Mama Martha? Okay, so mama is sick. What do we do? That's how it works now, because mama knows that you are married. Mama and papa, if you are a woman, receive ridiculous amount of bride price to let you go. Okay, they let you go. They know that you are gone. So when you reach there and start making them a priority and not focusing on where you have gone, they themselves will not be happy about that. Okay, even the Bible says that the man shall leave his mother and his father and will cling to the wife, and the two shall become one, which means that those parents have two in one child now, that those parents know that they had one child and now there are two of them in one. So there's no point starting a fight that my mother, my father, when they know that you two have become one. Yeah. If your mother is your priority, it means that it is both of your priority. If your father is your priority, it means that it is both of your priority. You just have to work on how you handle your priorities, okay? You have to both work on how you handle your priorities. Yeah. So your singlehood has to be prepared. Joe Felix said that some people get into marriage without being prepared spiritually. And we said that singlehood is a period where you work on yourself to be complete. Singlehood is a period where you work on yourself to be a whole. You have to work on your spiritual aspect. You have to work in your physical aspect. You have to work in your psychological aspect, your mental aspect, so that you will be able to see with all those eyes. Because if you only work on your physical eyes, as soon as a celebrity guy or a celebrity girl stands in front of you with a natural beauty, you will see with the physical eyes. But if you do not have mental eyes, you will not know their mentality. You will not discern their mentality. If you do not have spiritual eye, you will not see their spirituality. And then the moment you rush into it, and then you start interacting mentally and spiritually, you'll be rushing out. And you don't want to be a covenant, you need all those eyes to be activated before you take that covenant, before you put your signature on that paper, before you say, yes, I do. You need to activate all those eyes. If you see only physically, I don't care if you are an apostle, I don't care if you are a bishop, you run there, you will run out. Yeah, it's not new. We've had scandals of bishops breaking up. We've had scandals of apostles breaking up. So it's not new. If you don't activate all those eyes, you rush in there, you rush back out. Hey, Sister Michelle, I say I'm blessed, although I'm not more a single. Thank you, Sister Michelle. You are blessed. You are married and blessed. Her marriage with us, shared her marriage with us, how she was blessed. She has been happily married for 15 years, and she was a happy single, which is so amazing. I thank God so much for that. Thank God so much for your input, and I really appreciate that. So you are absolutely right. Thank you, Sister Tony. Sister Amy, thank you so much. Abby the Sugar, Sister Amy says, hi, hello. She's saying hello to you. And yes, that's it. I don't know if there's anything else that we could discuss about this singlehood thing. You have single, you're not lonely. You have to maximize your singlehood. Singlehood is not a curse. Okay? Singlehood is not a curse. That's a period that you use to build yourself and prepare yourself for marriage. You build yourself and prepare yourself for marriage during singlehood. You activate yourself. And we also talked about preparing yourself to become a complete you. Some sisters think that they should not develop themselves because brothers will be scared to come marry them. If you're a sister and you are refusing to develop yourself, you're refusing to study, you're refusing to learn a trade, you're refusing to learn a career, because brothers will be scared to marry. Or if you develop your potentials, let me tell you something. If you develop potentials, okay, those men who will be scared to marry you are not your kind of men. Okay, because if you underdevelop yourself and those men marry you, those men who don't want developed women marry you, at a certain point in your marriage, you will feel that you are incomplete, that you want to expand. They will not let you expand, and you will start a fight. But if you are expanding, or if you are expanded, or they find you expanding, and they like the fact that you are expanding or you are expanded, they will promote you. So keep expanding, so that when they find you expanding and they like the expanding, they will go with you. But you if you keep you keep your expansion, you hide your expansion, so that they should notice that no, you are not the expanding type, and they are coming for a woman who is not the expanding type, and out of a sudden in your home you want to start expand, they'll ask you that, hey sister, when did that one start? Oh, so you are trying to do what people are doing. No matter how much you explain to your spouse that this is not you, I'm not living my full potential. I said, no, you were not like that yesterday. I didn't marry you. You were not like that. And you people will start marital problems. You say, I want to go to school. My husband doesn't want me to go to school. I want to acquire my diplomas. He doesn't want me to acquire because you had hidden your potentials from him when he was coming to marry you, just to get married. That was just the wrong motivation. You hit your potential. But if you are expanding your potential and someone finds you expanding your potential, they will accept you the way you are, and you get home, they'll promote you to expand. And if you are expanded, somebody can't stand your expansion. It is not your type of person. You are incompatible. So limiting your potentials because you think that brothers or they will not marry me. Trust me, there is somebody who is looking for an expanded spouse, and they will locate you if you are expanded. But if you are hiding your potentials, somebody is looking for someone who has expansion potentials, and you are hiding yours. They will not see you. They will not see you. The people who will locate you are the wrong people for you. So live the full you. Live the maximum you. Don't fake. Don't hide your potentials because you want that men should locate you and see that you are not an expanding woman and fear that you will not be submissive and then marry you, and out of a sudden you start expanding. They will not stand your expansion if they are not the kind of people who wanted expansion to start with. So live your full capacity of singlehood. Full capacity of singlehood should be lived while single. And Sister Michela said she is blessed, although she is not more single. Sister Michela, before you said that, I made mention here that if I were still single at this time, if I were still single at this time, there are a lot of things I would have been doing now. Oh my goodness. If I were still single at this time, I would have been doing a lot of things for myself. But at the same time, I do not mean that I'm regretting being married. I just mean that marriage is a package of blessing. Singlehood is a package of blessing. I just mean that if I didn't have this package, I would have been exploring this package. It's not regret. I know, I'm aware that singlehood is a package and marriage is a package. And I got myself available for the package of marriage and I have it and I'm contented having the package of marriage. However, if I didn't have the marriage package, I would have been exploring to full potential the package of singlehood, right? So singlehood is a lot package that there's a lot of resources in singlehood to explore. And the more you explore those, the more you develop yourself, the more you make yourself complete, and the more stable you are even to handle a relationship. Okay? So that is how it is. Thank you guys for the amazing thumbs up. I see thumbs up here. It looks like there's some people that are just standing at the door. If you are in this live stream, say something to that. We welcome you. We know that you are in the building. Okay? Thank you guys for joining us in the chat today about singlehood. And Abby the Sugar, say something, Sugar. Sugar or something here. Sugar or something here, Sugar, if you are still here. I know a lot of you are busy. Some people are braiding their hair. Some people are listening from the background. So Angela is giving a feast. Eh? Let me see this. Okay. Let me see if I can give some people blue jackets here. Mr. Michela, I removed a lot of comment. That's why one emoji, one or two emojis is okay. When there are a lot of emojis, they go to the spam comment. So that's why I took it off. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we are still on our being single and being blessed, being single and being content, being single and expanding. Singlehood is not a curse. Singlehood is a gift from God. Singlehood is a blessing. And if your singlehood is extended, it means that God is still saying something about your singlehood. God is still working on your singlehood. You still have mission to accomplish. You still have assignments to deliver as a single. Some people have only 16 years of singlehood. We have said that before. Some people have 19 years of singlehood. Sister Diane Benlove told us she was betrothed at 19, married at 21. And she's been married for 15, happily. Some people have only 19 years of singlehood. Some people have 20, some people have 30, some people have 35, some people have 40. And trust, some people even have 55 years of singlehood. The amount of singlehood God gives to you depends on the relationship that you have with God. Don't take it as a curse with someone. Somebody didn't do that. God is the one. Nothing happens to you that God has not permitted. If God is giving you an extended season of singlehood, rock it, receive it, bless it, live it, expand it, maximize it, and inspire with it. Do you guys know how much singles get inspired by other singles, especially other singles who are having extended singlehood and are rocking it? That is so inspiring. Just keep in mind that you are single and you are rocking your singlehood. And there is someone, maybe you are 40 and you are rocking your singlehood, feeling blessed. And there is someone who is 25 looking up to you. Do you know how encouraging that will be? Do you know how encouraging that will be to that person? Sister Michelle said, please, what is the topic? The topic of today is being single and blessed, being single and happy, being single and content, being single and maximizing, being single and expanding, being single and not desperate, being single and happy, being single and blessed, being single and complete, being single and complete. Let me share this out, guys. Hold on. Let me share this out. Being single and maximizing, being single and complete. Okay. Being single and complete, being single and maximizing. Maximizing your singlehood means that you are exploring all your potentials. You're maximizing your spiritual capacity. You have a good relationship with God. You have a father-son, father-daughter relationship with God. You are expanding your spiritual life to the maximum. You are expanding your prayer life to the maximum. You are expanding your study of the Word of God life to the maximum. You are expanding your trust in the Lord life, being single and maximizing. You are even maximizing your relationship with your parents to the maximum. You are maximizing the time. If you are single and you have parents, it's time for you to take some time, go to your parents' house if you're already living alone, or even if you're living with your parents. It's time to create those memories with your parents. That's the time to do it. If you're in your parents' house and you're not creating memories with them, you cannot even create memory with your mom, you cannot create memory with your dad. You are wasting that singlehood. Because the day you get married, that's when you say, my mother comes first, my father comes first. When you were in your father's house, what did you do that out of a sudden they are coming first? So if you are single, you're living with your parents, maximize the bond, maximize the relationship, maximize the care you offer them. Spoil your mommy, spoil your daddy. They rocket your relationship with them. Let them know that we have a son, we have a daughter. If they have a farm, help them. If they have a business, help them. If they need help, offer it when you are single. Because the day you will marry, you will leave that house. And you will be in someone else, you live with someone else. And that is where you will have to focus. And the relationship with them will be a secondary relationship because you do not more live with them. You have to agree with someone else before you come visit them. You have to agree with someone else before you do something to them. So it has now become kind of a second because you are one with another person. So while you are living with your parents, maximize that relationship. While you are living with your parents, help them as much as you can. If you even want to build them a house, build them that house. If you want to buy them a plane, buy them that plane. And even if you are planning to buy them a plane and marriage comes, Okay? So the project of the plane. It just now means that that project is not your project now by yourself. You have to bring you and your spouse now realize that project together. You can go, oh, hello, my spouse. Before we got married, I had a project to buy a jet plane to my dad. We are married. I am not one by myself anymore. I am one with you. So, what do you think about this project? When I was single, I thought about buying a jet plane to my mom or to my dad. Now that we are married, I am not single by myself anymore. I'm not alone. I am not single again. I am one with you. So now I want us to see this project together. What do you think about this jet plane that I want to buy to my dad? You hear his opinion, and you two will come to a compromise and then realize the project together. This is in a case where you had not yet realized that project when you were single, and that marriage got you before you realized that project. You have to acknowledge the fact that you are one with someone else, bring the project to their knowledge, and then you figure out together that you have to realize that because your status have changed. You are no more single by yourself. Instead of coming, my mother comes first, my father comes first. I had to buy a jet plane to my dad, so my wife cannot come and stop me from buying my dad a jet plane. So what you say doesn't matter here because that is my dad. No, it shouldn't be a fight. It is possible to buy your dad a jet plane if you're married. It is very possible. But then put it you and your spouse have to buy that jet plane. What is the point making your wife sad because you want to buy your dad a jet plane? But your dad will be happy if you and your wife bring him a jet plane. You'll be like, yeah. They'll even think that the wife is the one that made him to buy that jet plane because ever since they were single, they never bought jet plane. Okay, your spouse will receive the credit. Yeah, so that's just the way it has to be according to the word of God. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. Okay. So why am I talking about? Please, what? Okay, what? Why am I talking about? Is anybody still in this building? I can see amazing people still watching. So say something. Say something, guys. What I'm saying, does it make sense? Amy says her hands are tied, but she is here. That's okay. I understand. Uh, so being single is time for you to help your parents. It's amazing time. It's amazing time to help your parents. It's amazing time to love your family. It's amazing time to create all those memories because when you get married, the priority changes. Okay. Peace and love. Welcome to the live stream. Peace and love. My sister from Alabama. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the thumbs up. I can see your thumbs up, my sister. Thank you for coming. Peace and love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is Alabama today? Yep. Yep. Thank you for coming. Peace and love today. The topic is being single and happy, being single and blessed, being single and content, being single and complete, being single and not desperate. Yeah, being single and not desperate. And we have the verse of the day in Proverbs 3, verse 5, Proverbs chapter 3, from verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. We see that singlehood is a gift from God. Singlehood is a blessing from God. As much as marriage is a gift and a blessing from God, singlehood is also a gift and a blessing from God. And singlehood should not be regarded as a curse, or should not be regarded as a burden, should not be perceived as a punishment, but it is a blessing and a season given to everyone by God. And you cannot be married unless you are single. And God gives this singlehood to people at different sizes. Some people only have singlehood for 16 years. Some people only have it for 18 years. Some people have it for 20. Some have it for 30. Some have it for 50. So if God gives extended singlehood to other people and on extended singlehood to other people, and if God is still extending your singlehood, it means God still has something to accomplish with you in your singlehood. So it's time to maximize that singlehood, build yourself during singlehood, establish a strong personal relationship with God during your singlehood. Work on your personal development, spiritual development, physical development, professional development, educational development. Develop yourself during your singlehood. And we're also seeing that some sisters, sister peace and love, some sisters think that if they develop themselves to full capacity, some of brothers will not be I mean, some brothers will not want to marry them because they are fully developed. They will be afraid of challenge or anything. And I'm just saying that there are brothers out there that are looking for women of capacity, that are looking for women of expansion, that are looking for women who are expanding. Those brothers will locate you. And if a brother is the kind that doesn't want expanded ladies, or doesn't want expanded sister, or doesn't want developed or developing sisters, they will go for the ones who are undeveloped. But if you camouflage yourself as an undeveloped sister, and within you have developing potentials or expansion capacities, and then someone who doesn't want an expanding sister comes for you because they think you are not expanding, they marry you out of a sudden one day in your home. You will want to become you, the real you will come out, and you'll be like, I want to pursue this career. And your spouse will be like, this is not you. Where did you get that from? And that will start a whole lot of marital problem. And you'll be bringing in pastors, counselors, professionals to come and solve the problem. And that problem will never be solved because you camouflaged. You married with the wrong you. So singlehood is a time to expand yourself. Because no matter what a pastor will come or a counselor will come and tell your husband that, let your wife expand. Your husband will be like, I didn't sign up for an expanding wife. And no matter how pastors or counselors will tell you that, stop expanding, you'll be like, that is not me. Right? So live yourself, be a complete you, because marriage is 1 plus 1. 1 is complete, it's a whole number. 1 plus. If you don't complete yourself, you'll be a fraction. And if you go into a marriage as a fraction, it's not going to be 1 plus 1. It's going to be 3/4 plus 1. Or 3/4, or if you are 3/4, you will not even be able to be a whole person. It will be 3/4 plus 3/4. 3/4 plus 3/4. Well, if you want to follow that sense, it will be 3/4. And then that marriage is a 3/4 marriage. That marriage is not complete. And it will be very hard to complete it by yourself, because the original signature goes on 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay? So that is what we are saying, being single and expanding. This is right on time. Thank you, Sister Love. I hope you are getting something out of this. So we are just encouraging our single friends, our single sisters, our single families, our single children, that singlehood is a blessing from God. Singlehood is a gift from God. Singlehood is a gift from God, and singlehood is a time to live it as a blessing. It's a package given from God. And if you are still single, God is still working on your singlehood. God is still working with you. God is with you. It's father-daughter time. Do you know that when you are single, you worry about the things of God. You take care of the things of God. You please God. But when you are married, you are pleasing your husband. You are pleasing your husband. The Bible says so. But if you do not work on your singlehood to know that you are working your singlehood to please God, the day you marry, you start saying, "I'm not going to please any man." What did the Bible say? What did the Bible say? Okay, so we should live our singlehood in a way that we should not contradict the word of God, and we should live our singlehood in a way that when we get married, we will be able to be complete in the marriage. We will be able to be we will be able to live the marriage life in fullness if we are good. Not everybody wants to get married. And if you don't want to get married, that is totally fine. That's fine. You just want to serve God as a single, it's fine. And if you want to marry, it's fine. So that is just how it is. Any more comments? Because I just want to thank you guys for coming to this live stream. And I would think I will be rounding it up now. And we'll be rounding this up now. It's been a good morning. I've spent time with you guys. If there's any question you ask, if there's any point that you want us to talk to round up on, we round up. We have touched so many. We have touched so many points today. I know we cannot explore all, but we have explored a lot of points about being single and perceiving it as a blessing, being single and perceiving it as a gift, being single and feeling complete. Oh, thank you, Sister Peace and Love. This was true blessing. Came in late, but I received. Thank you so much. Yeah, being single and being complete, being single and developing yourself, developing your spiritual self, that will enable you to have a very close relationship with God. You rock a personal relationship with God, build your spiritual life that will even activate your spiritual eyes. Being single, working on your physical life, work on your health, work on your fitness, work on your looks, work on everything, work on the best version of you. Bring out the best version of you. Being single, work on your mentality, work on your morals, work on your your psychology, work on everything. And when you are the best version of you, that is when you can bless someone with your wifely mission if you are a woman, or you can bless someone with your husband mission if you are a man. So when you are a best version of you, that is when you can go into marriage. Because if you are single, keep in mind that marriage, you are not going to receive, you are going to give. And if you have this concept that you are going to marriage to give, you will be able to identify the right person, because you will be able to identify that person who is coming to marriage to give. And if both of you go to marriage to give, when you are with each other, there will be some chemistry. I hear they say chemistry. There will be some connection. You people will meet, you people will just fuse together. But if you are incomplete, it's very difficult to identify the right person for you, because one, you are incomplete. You are incomplete. All your capacities are not developed. You cannot even identify the right person for yourself. If you are not a whole person, you'll be very. If you are not a whole, I would recommend work on yourself before you get married. Because if you are not complete by yourself, you don't feel like you are complete or you are the best version of you, it will be very hard for you to even choose a spouse for yourself. God has given us the freedom to choose. And all these spouses that people marry and run, they are the ones who choose. You'll be able to fit into the right relationship. So Amber says, I'm back. I'm on I'm on moderating duty. Something happened. I feel so bad for my sister. Yeah. Yeah, Amber, welcome. Amber said before that she had a sister who rushed into marriage. Within 1 year, the sister rushed back out, and it's a big disgrace for the family. Yeah, if you are not a complete you, please do not even work on yourself. Complete yourself first before you take that decision to go marry. Because either you are going to stalk your life or you're going to stalk somebody if you're not ready for marriage. If you think that you still love your parents so much that you are unable to disconnect your love from your parents and love someone else, don't go and punish someone's child or some sister or some brother. Okay, it's okay to love your parents. Who said it was wrong? You can sit there and remain a daddy girl or a daddy boy, a mommy son or a mommy daughter for life. It's okay. Instead of going to marry, instead of the focus on the marriage, you're looking back at your mommy or your daddy. Mommy and daddy are married and they know that you are going for marriage. And mommy and daddy want you to live your marriage to full capacity. Hey, Cecilis, Darius, I know you're here, my dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you listening from the background. Big heart. Thank you for that heart. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So just what we saw today, and develop on yourself, because when you don't develop yourself thinking that you are not developing yourself because you don't want to scare men away, the wrong people will identify you, and by the time you want to start your expansion, they will think that they did not sign up for expanded person, and you have issues when you marry. So either be in course of expansion or expanded. The person who wants an expanded, not everybody wants an expanded wife. Not everybody wants people with certain potentials. Not everybody wants that, and it's okay. Everybody has their choice. Just like there are some women who don't want certain men with certain profession. Some women don't just want businessmen. Some women want civil servants. Some women want businessmen. Some women want us workers, company workers. Some people, everybody has their choice, and it's okay with your choice. But just make sure that you are at the right place doing the right, so that they locate you in the right place. If you are at the wrong place and they locate you at the wrong place, they're mistaking you for someone else. And when they mistake you for someone else and they marry you and they see that you are someone else, either you are stuck in that marriage or you walk out, which is not a good thing to do. Marriage is a covenant that should not be broken. You don't want to break covenant because you live with that scar for life. Okay? All right, people, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Sizzles, Darius. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, peace and love. Thank you, Sister Michela. Thank you, Sister Peace. Thank you, Sister Amy Tonya. Thank you, Abby the Sugar. Thank you, Quintis TV. Thank you, Sister Diana Ben Love. Thank you, Gospel as it is. Thank you, everyone, for coming to this live stream. Thank you so much for rocking with us this morning. Next Saturday is another day. I think we'll be doing this live stream with different topics. Guys, if you have topic proposals, don't hesitate to give me topics. If you want us to bring up topics. Amy Tonya says she likes the uniform. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Thank you. If there's any topic you want us to chat on, don't forget to leave the topic and we'll work on the topic and bring it out for live chat. So next Saturday is going to be another day, and I was blessed to have 20 amazing people in this live stream chatting with us and listening to our chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I don't take you all for granted. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate your presence, everything, the comments, the input, the questions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, BB. Thank you very much, Antoinette Ma. I thank you people so much. In fact, I was blessed Sister Peace Love says was blessed. I was blessed too for sharing this moment with you. I appreciate. Thanks for the life. Have a blessed week. You too, Sister Diana Ben Love. Have a blessed week. And tomorrow, guys, we also have worship at 9 a.m. Worship around around the same time tomorrow. 9 a.m. we have live worship with my family. And thank you so much. I'm excited to see all of you there. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Mwah. Love you all. See you all tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, oh, Amy. I see the love. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.